Alright, so what's going on here? So it seems like, I don't know, at the moment the moving box and like entering the slide state with it seems fine, but I think it could use some polishing. What I think we could do is check for player input, and if they are pressing the grab button, we could kind of like teleport them closer, just because it is a little hard to grab. And then we also have to fix the clipping there. Oh, and jumping off is also an issue. Let's try that one more time. Yeah, oh yeah, and climbing up. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna work on it too much right now. I also have to fix some friction going on there. I think we're gonna kill the player first. Like if they collide to a wall right there, we should make sure that the player dies right there. Let me think how we're gonna do that. So we do have this direction to player, but we don't actually know when it goes back. Actually, we do technically know, but we'd have to check, like, we'd have to match the direction to player, and if that direction matches the direction that we're going into, if it's not equal to a player and direction to player is vector to that right for like this case, we'd say we'd have another if statement right here. So let's actually start working on it. Check raycast, check direction to player. So this should work properly. Let's just make sure. Actually, what we'll do here is if we're in the negative direction, we want to check if direction to player is equal to vector 2 dot left. So we're basically just going to copy this over, and instead of 8 pixels, we'll do 16 pixels. I think it might be a little less than that. It might be actually 14 pixels. We'll probably have to mess around with those numbers. Let's do the same thing here. Actually, what we're going to do, we're actually not going to change the direction. The only thing that we want to do is actually just kill the player. Because basically it would move regardless of where the player is, and this is just to send a signal to our player that they're not supposed to be there. So let's hope this works. Oh, thanks, Jack. Glad you like it. There's still so much to do, but I'm liking where it is at the moment. It does look a little... Okay, so it is able to kill the player, but because it's currently colliding with... Wait, let me try this one more time. It does look a little... It only looks strange sometimes. Oh, you know what it is? This shouldn't be an else statement. It should check it regardless, so we'll actually keep this here. Honestly, what we could do... We shouldn't even have this get collider does not equal player here. Damn. Okay. It's actually a lot simpler than this. Alright, yeah, so it would theoretically kill the player. We just have it printing out right now. We're probably just going to have it send a signal. Or we honestly do have a reference to the player node at this point, so we could just say player.health minus equals 1, just for now. I'm not sure if we check for deaths all the time. So equals 1. And one thing that is still strange is that there's like that weird jittering that's happening between the player and this block here. It only seems to happen on the side that we're going against. So like on the left side now. We don't want it to do it like... Seems like it's taking too long to happen. What we could do is remove... Oh, that's interesting. Let's try this one more time. Seems like it only happens sometimes. Let's see. I'm gonna try putting it on 16. Cast. don't like that lag that's right there. Yeah, we don't get killed on the second time around. Let's try to figure out what's going on there. Okay, yeah, so it always works on the first instance, and then after we die, something just happens, and direction to player now is vector200. So this isn't updating for some reason. Check direction to player. When are we updating? This should still update every time we collide, but just try spamming this right now. So it is grabbing the correct player node, but let me just try the right side as well. Maybe that's what's screwing us over too. Clear node. So it seems like it's working now. I didn't really update anything, but I guess because we're running it in a slower frame, maybe the raycast isn't detecting it fast enough? I'm not sure. Oh, okay, so I know what's happening here. It's because our raycast on the box is detecting the player before anything else. And at this point right here, we're always hitting the player. So I'm actually surprised we're even dying here. But yeah, if we were to like stand, yeah, like even like that, we're actually dying. So if I held on, let's see something. Oh yeah, we don't die there. But also, thing. We need to make sure that the direction to player updates. So if we started off here and we're still in the hitbox, I think we'll die. Yeah, okay. Alright, so first things first. We're going to change this raycast. We shouldn't even detect the player ever. We'll leave it there, but what we're going to do with these raycasts is we're going to put them on... Let's see. Their collision layers are on... We'll put it on 4. There's not too much stuff on 4. The only thing is that... actually, no, we'll keep it on 2. Let me just look at our player really quick. So our player is on 1 and 8. Yeah, we could do it on 2. We need to make sure that all of our objects are also on layer 2. I don't think we're gonna have to worry about it right now, but like if let's say there's another object in our game that collides with this box, we want to make sure that it jumps back. That way, like, I don't know, technically we could have it so that this box maybe collides with another box like of the same kind, or maybe, let me think. I mean, it could hit us. It could hit a spring. It could hit a spike. It could hit these platforms here. So yeah, we want to bind it only to not colliding with the player. Everything else is fair game. So let's do that. Put it on 2. Oh, what? I guess our hitbox isn't. I mean, our auto tile here doesn't seem like it's on 2. Maybe because it has to be on layer 2. Let's try putting it. I'm gonna try putting it on 3. Yeah, 3 is probably better. All right, one more time. I also want to add some like steampunk aesthetic to this, to these moving objects. So like maybe there'll be like a gear inside, and you'll actually see the path of where this box is going. But I won't do that today. We're good on. Okay, yeah, we need to make sure that we don't die right there. So let's go back here. What we could technically do is we could technically just shrink our collision box to be right there. I don't know. Let's do this. what we could do is just check what state the player is in. So if the player state is in the slide state, this is the only time it'll update. So if we go right here. Oh wait, I didn't want to die. Oops. Let's go back here. Oh, also, not being in the climb state would be an issue. Because technically you could be in the slide state right there. Let's try. Or maybe not in the slide state, but in a different state, like in an idle state or in a fall state, and it could still technically crush you. Although I don't see it ever actually happening. Let's try this. Yeah, so like we're in the slide state here, we don't die. Try one more time. Alright, so sometimes it happens. Yeah, this is too buggy. We're gonna have to clean this up a bit. Like one, the collisions are a little wonky. I think what we'd have to do is actually have our player handle some of these collisions, or like check what it's colliding with. So like right here, we don't know, like to the player this is just a wall, but in reality, you know, it's an object of its own. I know it might seem like I'm just playing over it, like doing it over and over again, but I'm trying to figure out like what is the best approach for this. Because also the other thing that's wrong with this is that we're kind of jittering as we're hanging on to this, and the reason why this is happening is because for our player, we're always telling the player's motion to stick to 0. I think that's what's giving us that jitteriness. Like right here especially, you can tell. I think if we move the box at a slower speed, it wouldn't be noticeable. Let me try that. Oh. Yeah, so it's fine at lower speeds. It's when we're accelerating a bit that it becomes a problem. And you could actually notice it a bit here too. Another thing we could do is actually just move this object in increments of 1 instead of like multiplying it by delta. I actually want to try that. So like every 1 second, or like every frame or something, it would just move. Not every frame. It'd have to be like every 0.1 seconds or something like that. It would still have to look smooth, but I think it would give it like, it would make the box look a little bit more jittery. But because we're using like perfect pixel art, it should look fine. Similar to like how our player animations work here, it would still be jittery, but hopefully it looks more natural. So let's try that. So I think what we're gonna do is add a timer to this object here. Do 0.1 seconds for now. And then in our timer, this is where we're actually going to move the object. We wouldn't copy this this speed anymore. We would just say global position dot x plus equals 1. So it would move a pixel every time, and then if player node we'll try that out. There's a slight bug here. I think because we aren't resetting the player node, we need to make sure that the player is in this grab state, which I don't think we're doing just yet. Oh, we're doing it here. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. Moving a bit slow. Oh, and we have to get rid of the code here. We could also check for collision after every movement, so we can run check raycast collision, not here anymore, but in our timer here. Honestly, we could just put the code in our timer. It would act just like how it was in our physics process. Should theoretically do the same exact thing. We would just want to switch this up a bit. Where do we put it? We could technically just put it right here, or put it on the top. Alright, so yeah, right now we're putting it in our physics process. Let's get rid of that. And for our player node, we'll also run it here. So yeah, it is a lot slower, and it does look a little jittery. What's nice is we do follow its position. The player, for some reason, actually looks less jittery than this object here. Probably because we have our own movement functions for the player, and it uses like the Godot physics. I mean, we could up the speed up, no, but just a bit. Let's try. Let's try 0.05. Honestly, we're not really changing any, like, I guess we're technically just slowing down the physics. But yeah, that's removed any of the jitteriness that we were getting before. It's a lot smoother now. We still die. I don't like how long it takes for us to die, so we'll probably update that a bit too. I don't like that our player moves. We should probably, like, when the player enters the death state, we should actually just lock their position, or like remove all collisions from happening. That way, like, I think it sometimes happens here. Like, if we dash through these spikes here, oh no, it doesn't happen there. It doesn't happen with our player movement, but yeah, other objects can still, like, manipulate our position. Yeah, it looks pretty good. IMO. I want to see how fast we could bake it before it starts looking weird. I'm gonna try 0.01. I think our physics process runs at like 0.0116 or something like that. So actually, this might be a little faster. You might want to put it at like 0.1025 or something like that. Try this one more time. Yeah, I think this is a good speed. If anything, another thing we could try to do is just multiply the speed. So like right now, player node.global position. Let's just try multiplying it by 2. And I'm gonna bring this over here. Oh, that's way too fast, but I still want to see it. No, yeah, we can't handle that. It's kind of unfortunate. Unless we added like what is it? Like right now we're manipulating the object's movement with like directly, like it's technically teleporting from left to right rather than having motion being added to it. The thing is, I've had motion in moving objects before, like 2 kinematic bodies working together, and it gives you like some like the physics they don't match up properly. I can try it again because we are using 3.5 now. I don't know if they like made any updates to it, but it'd be worth a shot. I'm not gonna try it today. I want to get on with other mechanics. Right, so yeah, we'll keep it this way for now. Oh wait, this is still too fast. Oh, we never erased this. That's why. Oh, that's probably why it was too fast. And that's probably why we were lagging so much. Because our object was moving at double the speed, whereas the player was just moving at 1 times the speed. But yeah, we'll keep it like this. This looks clean. There's no bugs with it. The only bugs that I mean, it's not a bug, but like it doesn't look as clean as I guess I'd like for it to be. When we die here, it's like we first teleport, not teleport, but we switch to this wall. Wonder why. It's not a big deal. It might be because we're like clipping through. Ideally, we should die before any of that happens. Alright. But onto the next mechanic. I really should have saved it or like created a better structure so that we can like reuse this code. But I'm just gonna rewrite it from scratch. Let's see here. Very low wait timer. Ah. Okay, so yeah, we'd probably not want to use a timer. We'd probably want to use our physics process to do all of this. It doesn't seem to give us any issues, but yeah, we should probably note that. So we could still just use 0.05, and then what we'd do is maybe, let me just try this one more time, is if we do add +2 pixels, how jittery it would get. We'll find out right now. Times 2 and times 2. Oh, yeah, we can't do that. Alright, so we'll leave it the way it is. Alright, so I'm not entirely sure how we're going to make this work. Basically what I'm thinking we're going to do is we're going to have a parent node for moving like specific objects that we already have in our game. Some of those objects would include, I guess we could do spikes, but we already have moving spikes, but I think trampolines would be pretty cool. What else? We could have these orbs move around. We could have let's see. Yeah, that would be it for now. And so we could either make it so that these moving object parents, like we can either have it so that it has like an array of different objects, or we could just have it like one object for every, like one parent object for every single individual object. It would make our life a lot easier. Basically, we would just write out like what we want to move. Like we'd basically just code like the moving properties here, and then just put an object inside, and it would do all the work. But if we wanted to, get fancy with it, we could have like an array of like a bunch of references and then have it handle the movement. I think we're just gonna go with the first one for now. So let's add. We could technically just keep it in one spot. No, we'll leave it like this. So in our script, honestly, we don't even have to do anything. We'll just write out how to move it. So func physics. Blah, blah, blah. Could also add raycasts to it. We'd also have to check what's the size of this object. The only thing is, like right now we're starting in the origin, but like certain objects like our trampoline start right here, not in the center. So, and we'd want to add raycasts to it or something, or we can create a path for it. Let's see. We do have something already that's like that. Path follow test and saw path follow test. Yeah, I forgot. We actually already have this object in our game. I'll try running it here. I don't know how it's gonna work, but it's worth a shot. So let's put try it out here. I don't think we have to manipulate its position. It would automatically teleport there, but I don't remember how it works. Alright, so at the moment, well, one, it's stuck on the, okay, so actually, we do need to keep this object on the origin here. So yeah, it does technically work. It is following its global position is being like messed up right there. I think we could fix that. Just go here. Rotate. See, rotate is actually turned off. See what happens if rotate is turned on. Okay, so let's do this. Hey, how's it going, Mildon? You know what it is? Our path follow object, for some reason, is rotated. So we set that to 0. There we go. So, I mean, it's nothing special, but we could get like creative with it. So I mean, I don't have any plans yet, or I don't have any plans today. Let's see how it would look. Did something like that. First, let's try a vector, and then we'll go into like creative shapes. Okay, so we actually would have to put another one right here. So yeah, these next few days, or like these next couple of months, are going to be a little. I guess they're going to be a little bit more exciting because I'm just going to be messing around with new mechanics all the time. It's not going to be any level design. It's probably not going to be too much art either. We are going to probably code some more things for the art. But yeah, for the most part, it's going to be just us messing around with cool new mechanics. I think this is too fast. We can barely even follow it. Let's try 50. So yeah, something like that. Not too bad. They kind of have something similar in Celeste. That's where I got the idea from. Yeah, that was actually pretty simple, and I already coded this a while ago. There was not really much to add, and now I'm thinking maybe we should even do this for the movement for our for that box that we just made, because that way we could control like where it goes. We'd have to make it a little bit more dynamic. Like we'd have to check collision on the top of the box and below the box. This is not too bad. Alright, let's see, what else can we do? I have like a whole bunch of mechanics written down. I was honestly expecting this to take a lot longer. Honestly, that's all I had. Those were all of my ideas. So we have this. We have the teleporter, which I visited my family in Florida the other day, and I actually made this mechanic work. I mean, it's not complicated at all. But I'll show it to you. Honestly, I might call it quits after this. I'll try to figure out something else to do tomorrow. I still do need to make it a little cooler. Like particle effects are a little whack, and oh yeah, I think I know what we're gonna work on tomorrow. We're gonna work on lerping the camera and also pausing the game, like mid-game whenever the camera hasn't caught up to the player. So like right now, we teleport through and we dash through this portal. We just go across. I'd like for our game to freeze, or like the physics of the game would freeze, or the player just wouldn't move until the camera caught up. The reason why I have to kind of do this is because now that we are using like perfect pixel art, using camera smoothing, like the in-game Godot or the in-engine Godot like moving mechanics, they don't look as smooth because we're like using such a low resolution. now, yeah, we'll work on that camera movement. And I think what we could also do is lock the player, or like lock our camera into specific sections, like in increments of 320. Sorry, in increments of 320 and increments of 180, like on the y-axis, and 320 on the x-axis. It would give our game like a better structure, because like we'd always have the same camera view, and that's what I originally did, but I got too excited eventually, and you know, now we have this, which is, it's all right, but I think the gameplay would be a lot nicer if we set up those bounds. So yeah, we'll do that tomorrow. Oh, and we do have to fix the dynamic lights. Yeah, there's a lot to do, but I'll leave it here. Alright guys, I'll see ya.